Well, here we are. Something else to delay progress on the barn and other things. We moved the couch around down here and noticed that the carpet was super wet underneath. And this area down here is below ground. It's about this far below ground, so the ground's about right here, and it's all cinder block wall. This is a super wet area, and the sump pump runs all the time trying to keep the water away from the house here. So the concrete's just seeping, and that's what happens with this concrete. It was never sealed. They just threw carpet down here, and really wasn't done right. So I think we're going to tear all the carpet out. We're going to tear everything out of here. I got some fans trying to dry it out, because we've got some fairly decent furniture and stuff down here. I mean, the couches and stuff like that are newer, and everything's just getting ruined. It's getting all wet along the bottom. So time to do something else. All right, so what do we have here? Well, we moved into this house, and we traded down from the house we had. We had a larger, newer home in the subdivision. We moved way out here, about a half an hour away from our home, and we bought 25 acres, and we settled for much less of a house. And because of that, I think a lot of things were done DIY in this house, and maybe done in a way that was to try to sell the house quickly and make it look marketable. And so things may not have been done the way that I would have done them. There's lots of things and projects that I do, and I try to do a good job. I try to make sure that I buy the right products, and put the extra effort in to make sure something's going to last a long time, mainly because I don't want to have to redo work that I've already done. So moving into this house, I knew that we were going to have a lot of work to do. I didn't know the extent of it, but so this is what we're dealing with. The basement was finished down here. This was an addition. It was built 10 years ago or something like that. And we're here in Michigan, and so there's a lot of moisture. And whenever you finish a basement, whenever you do anything on a basement floor, I think rule number one is that you need to seal the cement. Concrete is porous. I mean, you can see the pores in it, and it seeps. So any moisture underground is rising up right now into the air. It's evaporating quick enough and we have a dehumidifier down here, so that moisture, is eliminated. But when you finish flooring and walls in a basement, you need to use a sealant. You need to seal this cement. You need to close all those pores, because what happens when you enclose this space, whether it be on a wall here, and this is just a half wall, this isn't even that far below grade because it's so wet around here. When you put carpet or flooring down on top of cement, when you put drywall, or as in this case, wood paneling up or anything like that, you're locking that moisture in the wall, and you're locking that moisture under your carpet. So what they had done was just laid padding and carpet down. Well, as soon as you set something like our couch, we have this nice new couch down here. We set the couch on it, and that couch was pressing against the carpet and pressing against the cement here. And when we moved the couch, we just happened to come down here and move the couch, the carpet was soaking wet. I mean, there was just, and you pull the carpet away and it was just almost puddles. It was just soaked underneath it. Now that we've taken the carpet out and put some fans down here and everything, it's all dried out. But that's what happens when you don't finish properly. You can see over here behind this wall that I took down, this wasn't even a wall. There's just 2x4s kind of put in here vertically and anchored into the cement directly, and then the paneling was just attached to that, and then on these lower ones, well, none of this is treated, for one, and all along here is mold. It's all moldy in there, and this is all junk, you know, that just got pushed under the walls and stuff over the years. So what we have here is a mess. Behind the stairs, there's more mold and there's water that comes in. So this is going to be a project that we weren't expecting, but something that we are happy to do and do right. So I'll make this as an intro video. This is where we're at. This is what we have. Unexpected projects. This needs to get done. We want to get this done before fall hits too hard, and so we're going to invest in this and do this right. So I've got a lot of electrical to do. I'm going to completely redo all the electrical down here. We're going to run a 20 amp circuit, so all these outlets will get replaced and new wiring in here, and it'll get its own breaker. That'll solve a lot of problems we have with overloads and things like that with electric heaters and stuff down here. All of the walls around this whole, they're kind of half walls, about 4 or 5 foot walls, will all get sealed with a concrete sealer. I'm going to use this Drylock Extreme, supposed to be good. From what I've heard here, it also, you know, it'll actually stop water pressure. It's up to like 15 psi or something. So that'll get on the floors and all of the walls. I am then going to put some foam insulation back here, or some type of insulation, just thin, real low R value, probably R10 or something, will go in here. I will drywall all of this, make this look really nice. This whole room will get repainted. All this pine up here and all this beadboard stuff, I don't really care for that too much. We will redo all that. That will get painted, actually, this, and I'll leave some of it up here. We're not going to put all that paneling, that beadboard stuff back on here. I'm just going to drywall this, so I think it'll look a lot cleaner and nicer down here. And we will get rid of all of these issues. All of this mold will get cleaned up and bleached, and we'll get this place done right. I'm going to rebuild a whole wall back here correctly, and again, this will get sealed and insulated. We'll put some new outlets back here. So a lot of work to be done, a lot of money to be invested, unfortunately. And we also are not going to do carpet. So we found a new type of flooring that they have at Home Depot and other home centers that is a completely waterproof flooring, and I'll showcase that because I think it's so cool. It is not cheap, but it is, I think, the right thing to put down here on top of this concrete. If we ever have any flooding or issues down here, it won't even get harmed. So a lot of work to be done down here in the basement, and I also have to work around the furniture we have down here because we don't have anywhere else to put it. I don't have anywhere to take it. So I just wanted to touch base, show you guys what's going on around here. I'm going to take you guys along for this whole entire project. This will be the intro to that. The first step in here is going to be the electrical, and so we'll get started on that in the next video. Hopefully this will progress over the next 2 months. My goal is 60 days to have this entire thing completed. If financial things hold up for us, and we can afford to do that. So hopefully we'll wish us luck and pray for us to get this all done. It's a big priority for us. This is our living room, so our house is very small. This is the only multi-purpose family type room we have. The rest of the house is a kitchen and a dining room, so very small here. But as always, guys, thanks for following along. Any tips or advice, I'll take it. I have no problem with that. You guys throw it down below if you've run into things like this. If you have anything you think I should think of before I get started with this, sealing this and doing the electrical and all that good stuff. So as always, guys, thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you want to follow along with the channel with this project and many others. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.